You guys are now watching CFC Now, where we talk about everything related to Chelsea. There'll be new videos every 2 or 3 days during the summer, and then when we get back into like the August to May section of the year, it'll be a little less frequent, but still lots of action-packed stuff. Today we talk about the 2 preseason games that we've had already, the development squad who played Crawley, and the 8-2 victory over Fulham for the squad that will be heading out on our preseason tour. Players that have come in and out, and I'll also be discussing a couple of players that I really want to discuss about their future at Chelsea. We dive headfirst into the ins and outs of the current season. We're fully fledged into the transfer window at the moment, and we've only signed 3 players. Chelsea seem to be quite desperate for some players at the moment, especially fans of Twitter. You see, we've been linked with the likes of Belotti, Aubameyang, Morata, Lukaku. Lukaku was snatched under our noses by Man United. Personally, myself, I didn't really want Lukaku, but Conte seems to be fuming. And if we don't get the stuff Conte is demanding, I think he could walk. Abramovich has pockets full of cash, and I think Conte just needs them. Transfers that have come in so far: Willy Caballero, Timo Bakayoko, and Antonio Rudiger. Rudiger, I think he's a great signing, but not what we're looking for. In regards to centre-backs, okay, I don't know officially if Kurt Zouma's gone on loan yet, but it basically happened. So before that, we would have had Kurt Zouma, Angus Christian, Thomas Kalas to an extent, Gary Cahill, Azpilicueta, and many others. David Luiz, of course, as well. But that's like 6 centre backs. You take away Zouma, you probably take away Kalas as well. That leaves you with 4, and then Rudiger gives you 5. I think Rudiger was an unnecessary option, but a great buy as well. I hope he does well at Chelsea. Signing rating, I give a 3 out of 5. As I said, I think we had enough centre backs already that could have done the same job as Antonio Rudiger, but a great signing nonetheless. 3 out of 5 for his signing. Next up is Timo Bakayoko, one of the guys that led Monaco to the league title last season, instrumental in midfield, Kante-esque player. That will be a monster midfield next season, dominating the midfield. I think that's the strongest part of our midfield at the moment. I know people say Matic's probably leaving. We saw Chalobah, which I think was an absolute travesty. I'll get to that. Don't worry, I will get to that. Matic was more likely leaving as well. So if you take that into account, realistically we have Bakayoko, Fabregas, Matic. Matic is probably leaving. I think that could be a position we need to strengthen. I think I'm going to give Bakayoko a 5 out of 5 signing rate. I think he was a great opposition. It did take a while to get in. That's what really worries me about these transfers. As in, if Conte really wants these players, I have no doubt I'll put my belief in them, I'll put my trust in them. But the amount of time that are taken, we can't afford to keep doing that. Look at we're looking at Man United didn't swoop in for Bakayoko or someone else for Antonio Rudiger, because they would have been gone playing for someone else. I think the deals we need to get done need to be done quicker, faster, like that. They just need to be done. I guarantee Antonio Conte gave Abramovich a list of players he wanted at the start of the season, and we're still stalling over them, which we cannot do. It's a travesty if we let what could be a dynasty under Antonio Conte slip away. As I said, Willy Caballero joined from Manchester City on a free. I think it's a great backup choice goalkeeper. Willy Caballero has a lot of experience at Manchester City and Malaga. I think he could play the likes of the League Cup and the FA Cup, with Thibaut Courtois taking the Champions League and the Premier League. Caballero did play in that friendly against Fulham. You can see his own goal to Azpilicueta, but that's just the way things go sometimes. Players out. It's a bit of a long list here of the players that I could remember. Geez, there's been a couple of them that gone out alone. Chalobah, Ruben Loftus-Cheek, Abraham, Ake, Begovic, Piazon, Casey Palmer has gone into Huddersfield, and Kurt Zouma is more than likely going on loan to Stoke City. Chalobah, don't agree with. Loftus-Cheek, don't agree with. Ake, don't agree with. Ake, for one, never should be sold. Why in the first place if we bring him back to Chelsea if we're just going to sell for 20 million later on this summer? I think it's a crazy decision. Like I said, Chelsea selling Ake and bringing in Antonio Rudiger, I think it was crazy. Ake is perfectly capable of playing Premier League football. Rudiger might be better than him at the moment, but Ake will be better than Rudiger in a couple of years' time. I know we have a buyback clause, which is great. But Nathan Ake is a great player. I was actually going to get him back on the back of my jersey this year. And then he goes and leaves. So that's a bit disheartening as well. Chalobah leaves for 5 million. Chalobah is going to be a world beater soon. so frustrating the way people are talking about how we should spend all this money when we have a great youth system below us. We've won so many FA Youth Cups in recent history. I think it's... I can't, put into words. My brain can't comprehend why these players aren't getting into the first team. And Chalobah, big miss. Ruben Loftus-Cheek will never see him play for Chelsea again. Kurt Zouma, hopefully you will get to see him play again, but he has gone on to the dark, spiralling hole of doom that is the Chelsea loan system. So I don't know if we'll see Kurt Zouma again. But to Loftus-Cheek and Kurt Zouma, if we never see you again, Loftus-Cheek, thanks for letting me hold your medal at the end of last season. And Kurt Zouma, every time I saw you play, you were a beast, you were a monster, and I thank you for that. You would definitely have been in that French squad if you hadn't ruptured your leg against Manchester United. So good luck to you. Piazon should just be sold by now. He's on a 2-year New Year contract and was put back on loan. When he's played for Chelsea, he has shown, yes. But I think we need to just cut our ties with him, let him be free. I've met him twice before the start of the 15-16 season at home to Swansea, and when the Chelsea under-21s played Brentford. So I played Crystal Palace at Brentford's ground in the 12-13 season. Abraham, I think it's great that he's getting along to Swansea, playing some Premier League football. Hopefully next season he'll be playing his football at the Bridge. Highly unlikely, because I said he is sucked in the dark circular hole that is the Chelsea loan system. He would have been great at Chelsea this year, considering we basically have only 2 strikers. 1.5 if you want to count Remy as a striker, because he played against Fulham, scored 2 goals. Next day, Conte came out and said doesn't want Remy, but Remy will be coming on the tour until we find a replacement striker. Costa obviously isn't coming on that tour. If you guys have seen his Instagram, he was wearing a Atletico Madrid top, so that's adios to Diego. As a Begovic, we got a good bit of money for Begovic. I'm happy about that. Brought in a really good replacement, better. Sorry, if it's good, better than Begovic. So I'm happy that Willy Caballero has joined the side. A lot of the transfer news kind of done. Chalobah is a devastating miss. I think Ruben Loftus-Cheek is a stupid one to do. Like, we're loaning out all these players, and I think we should be building for the future. Interesting enough, though, Andrews Christian and Thomas Callas have not been let out on loan yet. So I want you guys get in the comments down below and tell me what you think about that. I'm just going to be dead honest with you guys. I had cards here saying rumours. I'm just going to scrap that, because every link that Sky Sports publishes lately is bullshit, and you can only find real links on Twitter. So I'm going to go straight into the pre-season. 8-2 v Fulham and 1-0 v Crawley. I've got to be honest, I could not find any highlights of our game against Crawley on YouTube. So if you guys have a link to the highlights against Crawley, or any of these were at the game against Crawley, please, leave a match description down in the comments. I'll be grateful, and I may reward you, because it would really help me to see how some of our younger players got on against Crawley. Against Fulham, easy as you like. I did see highlights of that. 8-2 took them apart with ease. Fulham were not up to anything whatsoever, and Antonio Conte really must have said, lads, do not take it easy on these guys, and we pelted them completely. I know it's only pre-season, but in a way I really look into pre-season, and in a way I don't. It shows you how it'll shape you for the season, how fit the players are, and it'll also show you how turmoilish it can be. You look at the 15-16 season, we started really late, and we didn't get any of the signings that Mourinho wanted, and we ended up with Papi Dillabodji. That's what I'm hoping the case won't be this year. I still think we started pretty late ourselves. We started it was Saturday, so we started on the 15th of July, which actually isn't too bad. I might have started a couple of days earlier, just to get another friendly behind closed doors. But an early start, I think, is always a good one. 8-2 victory versus Fulham, as I said, and some of the development players played Crawley. 8-2, William got a hat-trick, Remy got 2, Aspilicueta got 1, and no, Mitchell Batshuayi definitely scored there. So I might be getting Mitchell Batshuayi and Remy mixed up, but that doesn't matter. Remy, I forgot he existed. I don't know if you guys saw that tweet, but I genuinely forgot Lloyd Remy existed in the world of football. And then he goes and scores for Chelsea in an 8-2 friendly against Fulham. I thought, is Remy going to be used? No, of course not. Next day, Antonio Conte comes out and says, no, I will not be using Remy. As I said, he is coming on the tour. How long he'll last before we get a striker? Probably the rest of the season, because it doesn't look like we're going to be getting a striker in at this stage. I said we're class against Fulham. Totally took them apart. Remy, Willian, and Mitch Batshuayi for me were the outstanding players. Can't forget Cesc Fabregas. So 2 brilliant balls for the last 2 goals. Insane. That guy's unreal. 13 assists last season. He was in the top 5, and he barely played half the games for Chelsea. 100% Chelsea did tweet out something today though, saying he will be more of a man in the team. I'm trying to think of the word. More of a I can't think of the word. I really can't. But he'll be more of a instead of a bit part player, he'll be the opposite. He'll be in the squad more, been playing week in, week out, which is good. I love Cesc Fabregas. I went insane actually the day he signed. Good memories. 8-2 victory over Fulham, as I said. We look strong. We look hungry. Willian is banging. Our night kit looks class, even though this is Adidas. But yeah, everything looks rosy at the moment on the footballing side of things. On the pitch, off the pitch, not too sure yet. Wait and see. It's only so I don't like saying it's only Fulham, but it is only Fulham. Smashed them 8-2. The real tests are against the likes of Bayern and Arsenal in Asia. Last thing I want to talk about is players that haven't gone on loan yet, or I haven't heard of gone on loan yet, and are still with the squad. Matt Miazga, Baker, Andres Christensen, Thomas Callas, Lord Grammy, where I know what's happening with him, Baba Rahman, and Kennedy. Players that I'd like to be honest, I believe in youth. Is that because I'm an under-9 coach? I have no idea. I just do. And Miazga, I saw him play against Aston Villa. I did a video on that. Go check it out. Played well, but that was a really, really terrible Aston Villa side. So I'm not going to look into that too much yet. Christian, Callas, Baker, and Kennedy, I'd all like to be given a chance. Baba Rahman, I'm pretty sure was injured for a bit of last season. So Baba and Miazga out on loan, see how they develop. And Remy will be gone anyway. I'd love a Christian stayed, and Callas. I really love Christian and Callas. I honest to God do. Callas, literally purely because of that tactical masterclass that we did over Liverpool in the 13-14 season. He was unreal. And Andres Christensen is an unbelievable centre-back. He has proved it with Borussia Mönchengladbach over the past 2 years, and I fully believe he can do it at Chelsea. It's not like Borussia Mönchengladbach have been just playing league football. But over the past couple of years, Christensen's played DFB Pokal, he's played Premier League, sorry, not Premier League, Bundesliga, he's played DFB Pokal, and he's played Europa League and Champions League. So this guy has been so well-rounded over the past years at Borussia Mönchengladbach, and I fully believe he deserves his place in the team. Out of all the players I mentioned, Miazga, Baker, Christian, Callas, Remy, Baba and Kennedy, which one do you think deserve to have a chance, at least in pre-season, and see how they get on, and for the first team coming up this season? Like I said, I would like to see Christian, Callas, Baker and Kennedy get their chances this season. Leave your thoughts down in the comments below. That is it for CFC Now, day 1. Make sure to leave your comments down below what we talk about next. Give the video a like. If you guys have any opinions about Chelsea Football Club, even if you're a fan of another team, I also want to hear your opinions. Guys, this is your Chelsea show, my Chelsea show, all about the fans. As I said, thumbs up for the video, and we'll see you next time.